Jetstar has cancelled almost 50 domestic flights.
As more than 100 flights are cancelled.
Thousands of Jetstar passengers across the country have had their travel plans thrown into chaos.
We've all seen the ads. Flight to Japan or Korea for $179.
Now is the time to book flights to Japan and South Korea with this huge Jetstar sale.
Sounds like a deal of a lifetime, right? Well, that may not be the case. In this video, we're going to do a deep dive into budget airlines and revealing what you're really paying for when you book that cheap flight. This is the true cost of budget airline travel. Let's start with the positives, because yes, budget airlines do have strengths. Starting with the obvious. They're cheap. If you need to get from A to B and couldn't care less about meals or flights, they're unbeatable. Even close to your departure date, the prices stay low compared to other airlines. That's perfect for the last minute plans or quick trips. And with so many flight routes and times, you'll usually find something that fits your schedule, even if it's that awkward 12:01 arrival. They're just great for simple travel. Book early, save big, and if you need to, you can add those extras later. So yeah, for short, no fuss trips, budget airlines are a solid choice. Now here's the flip side to that coin. Budget airlines are, let's just say, consistently inconsistent. Flights get delayed or cancelled often enough that it stops being they must be having a bad day to, well, that's what I get for booking so-and-so. And when you're finally bored, you'll notice the in-flight entertainment screens have been replaced with Wi-Fi entertainment, which you'll also have to pay. Then there's the comfort factor. The seats are narrower, the legroom's minimal, and good luck reclining without feeling the death stare of the person behind you. And that cheap ticket, well, it doesn't stay cheap for long. Add baggage, add seat selection, add food, add Wi-Fi. By the time you check out, you're basically back to paying a mid-range fare while still getting a budget experience. Here's the thing, when you compare it, there are some airlines that will give you more value than others for the same price. Take this for example, a T-Way air flight from Sydney to Seoul on the same date as its Jetstar flight. The Jetstar ticket might be a touch cheaper up front, but once you add the luggage, meals and seat selection, you're basically paying the same amount. But here's the catch. T-Way includes all those things that Jetstar charges an extra for. You get a proper in-flight meal, free checked baggage, decent legroom, and comfort. And the best part? You don't have to pick and choose what you sacrifice. So for nearly the same price, T-Way gives you a full service experience, while Jetstar gives you a seat and a cup of water. Oh, and stay subscribed because I'll be flying from Sydney to Seoul on T-Way Airways, and I'll be doing a full review on my channel. Now you might think it's a bit of an unfair comparison, but hear me out, there's a point to this. If you book early with a premium airline like Korean Air, the amount of value you get is even better. You're paying for a bit more upfront, but you get that peace of mind built into the ticket. And that's basically priceless. We're talking comfortable seats, tasty in-flight meals, blankets and headphones, generous luggage, and that's just economy. Budget airlines might look cheaper, but the moment something goes wrong, a delay, a cancellation, an overweight bag, rebooking transport, accommodation or activities and so on, then your wallet's going to start using Ozempic. It's really a headache to deal with, especially if you're a first-time traveler or don't travel frequently. So, are budget airlines worth the price? Yes and no. If you know you're paying for a seat and transport from A to B, and you can handle some discomfort for a few hours, factor in some room for error in terms of delays and cancellations, then sure, that's perfectly fine for you. But if you're expecting anything more than that, you're in for a surprise. If you enjoyed this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe, and tell me down below what was your worst budget airline experience. I want to hear all about it. Alright, peace.